Thanks for tuning in. So we're just going to go over a nice little full body routine, no equipment needed, something you can do at home, mostly prioritizing the shoulders and the hips. So we're going to start off, plant those hands against the side, get nice and strong in your core. We're just going to work for a few neck circles to start. So we're going to look over the shoulder, bring that chin nice and high and around. Draw as big of a circle as you can with the chin. And on all these drills, we're just going to go for 3 circles, each direction, each limb. Okay, when that feels good, we're going to get into a little bit of a hinge, almost like you're swinging a golf club. And I just want you to be nice and strong in the torso. We're going to twist through the thoracic curve of the spine as much as we can. Get a nice twist, each direction, fighting for every millimeter you can. Good. And then from there, we'll work down into the hips, almost like a big hula hoop. Really pushing the hip out to the side, feeling a little stretch in the TFL there, pushing forward, bring the hips back, feeling a little stretch in the hamstrings, and again we'll go each direction here. Big circle, really exaggerate it, feel a little bit of stretch and pull through the hip joints there. Okay, from there we just want to lock everything in place, still do a little bit of a hip roll, but just a lot more strict, a little smaller circles, almost a little bit of a salsa roll. We'll go 3 or 4 each direction there as well. And again, really trying to push the hip to feel that stretch out through the side body there. Okay? Good stretch. And then from there, we'll work into our shoulder shrugs. Big shrug, pulling those shoulders back. Nice, big, aggressive circle. Really hitting into those corners. Possibly nice and strong, good breathing, contracting. Big elevation to the scap, rolling everything forward, dropping down, shrugging through. 3 circles that direction as well. Okay, and then we're going to go up, arms forward, same deal. We're going to pull back, shrug, reach the arms forward, and then pull everything down. Tract, elevate, protract, and de-elevate. Okay, both directions again. Fighting those squares. Finding those areas that speak to you the most, and then putting a little bit more time and effort into it. So then from here, we're going to get into our shoulder GH joint circles. So we're going to come all the way up, hit that roadblock, nowhere else to go. We're going to rotate. The thumb's going to go away from the body. We're going to get our palm to the sky as soon as we can. Keep internally rotating all the way down, so pinky is forward at the bottom. And then we're going to lead back through the palm, hit that end range, nowhere else to go. Thumb's going to twist out. We're going to go into our external rotation all the way up and over like you're throwing a baseball, down through. So we'll go 3 there per shoulder. Other hand, kind of wherever feels comfortable. Just be mindful that we're not opening up the torso too much. Okay, both arms there. Hit that roadblock, rotating through. I'm really self-assessing the whole time here. Does my left arm feel better than my right? Is there compensations along the way? Okay, a lot of valuable information just doing these little joint circles here. So we'll go 3 there as well. And then we're just going to break up the planes of movement a little bit. So now we're going to go 5 reps in each direction. So I want you to you can pop on a knee, whatever feels good. We're going to come 5 reps, full flexion, all the way up, hit that roadblock, hold for a second, fight for it, and relax down. Next rep, same deal, squeeze, fight for it. And beware of compensations again, so we don't want to shrug as we lift, or twisting the body into it. We want to be really strict in our posture, really isolating that shoulder joint. Okay, 5 reps there, and we're going to go 5 abductions. As high as you can, again, without compensation. So we're just going to keep the palm down here, challenge that medial delt. Almost feel like you're pulling your scap back, so we're not going to, again, shrug up into it, keeping the shoulder away from the ear. 5 there, and then internally rotate, lead the palm back into that shoulder extension, hit your end range, and maybe reach a little farther when you get back there. So again, we don't want to dump forward and drop the torso. We're going to reach, keeping your posture, chest nice and high, hitting that end range. 5 reps there as well. And then we go to the other arm. So we got 5 reps of reflection, the full range. Squeeze into it. 5. Nowhere else to go. Fighting for those reps. Lateral raise. And for these, if you got a can of soup or something, can of diced tomatoes is roughly a pound. No problem holding the can or a light dumbbell for these exercises if you have those available. If not, no problem. You can still find some good intensity, just working through air. Squeezing back, reaching forward. Again, we're not dumping our chest forward. We're keeping everything nice and high, good posture. Reaching that full shoulder extension. Reach, pull the scap back, find that end range. 5 Beauty. Then we're gonna work down to the hips. So we'll go the same kind of process. We'll do our circles and then break up the planes movement a little bit more. So balance up, whatever feels good for you. We got our 3 circles each direction, knee all the way up. We're gonna rotate into that big side kick, kicking the wall behind you, glutes nice and tight, but we're not hinging too much, so keep your posture again. Kick back, knee up, all the way around, big hurdle, stepping over. Up through. Good, fight for balance, core tight. Boom. Up through. Okay, through your side there. Big circle, kicking the wall behind you. Good. We want to get everything up nice and high. Rotating that side kick, we want our shin to get parallel with the floor if possible. Kicking back, all glute engagement here, no lower back, not arching into it. Kicking up into that side kick, stepping over that huge hurdle, and relax. And then we'll do our same 5 reps in each kind of plane of movement. So we'll go 5 hip drives, get as high as you can, squeezing from the low abdominals, squeezing from the hip flexors. 5 abductions, lifting away from the body, as high as you can again, challenging that full range of motion. 5, and then 5 glute kickbacks. Just kicking back, squeezing the ears into it. Again, we want to be mindful that we don't arch the spine into this one. Keep the core strong in front. Kicking back, other side. Bring that knee up as high as you can. Challenging the low abdominals, hip flexors, quads, everything surrounding that hip. 5 abductions, getting up as high as possible. And note this is a big different exercise if we go up this way versus having that shin parallel with the floor. Really want to attack that outside of the hip here. So try and focus on those 90-degree angles. Boom. And then our kickbacks. Again, not arching the back into it, keeping that core nice and rigid the whole time. Good. And then from there, all we're going to do is challenge the ankles. So just some big ankle circles. You can do this from a seated position or from standing, whatever's clever there. Just make sure, again, you're drawing as big of a circle as you possibly can. Really challenging that dorsiflexion, usually a bit of an issue. So you want to flex up all the way and then maybe grease that groove a little bit more. Try and hold for maybe about a minute per ankle. Getting a lot of movement, a lot of blood flow down there. And challenge the dorsiflexion and just grease that groove a little bit more. Good, so maybe 2 full rounds of that would be a great little workout. Keep the blood flowing and really emphasize those shoulders and hips again. Those are our big joints.